All right. What's going on, party people? Nice. Thanks for coming by, man. It's been a while, and before I say too much more, I'll wait till more people come on in. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your visiting. I'm going to try to get myself squared away here on my Google. So it's a late night doodle for me tonight. It's been a while. As some of you guys may or may not know. Oh, you go ahead and scope, man. That's cool. You may or may not know. I've been really busy lately. So the comic thing has kind of picked up for me, and some other cool projects have come up along the way as well. And so I have been pretty busy, man. And I've been, hey guys. So I haven't had a lot of opportunity of breaks. So I'm kind of just forcing a break here because I need one. And I got my gear set up here. And let me see, make sure I can get the picture in here right for you guys. So, yeah, so great. I got 23 of you guys here hanging out with me. Awesome. Appreciate it. So I'm going to go ahead and just, thanks, Miguel. Thank you. I'm working on it, and it's kind of cool. I kind of hope to be able to share with you guys some of the process and some of the lessons that I'm learning along the way. And I'm really excited because I feel like I've been doing some of the right steps and doing all the things that you kind of have to do to kind of get the work and keep getting more work and blah blah blah. So anyway, long story short, it's been kind of interesting. There's been a lot of good stuff going on, and then some of it good, but could be better. Some new opportunities have come up also for me, so that's been kind of cool. A voiceover. Well, there you go. Kind of like a voiceover kind of guy. What's up, Force One? So I'm gonna go ahead and I want to. Someone asked earlier if I was going to do a Periscope, and I started to say no because I was too busy. But I'm actually kind of like in a little break, so I'm going to go ahead and just take this time, just a quick chance to doodle and sketch for you guys, and get really. Oh, very good, very good. The Raphael piece, very cool. Just get connect with you guys again. It's been a while, so. And I apologize if anyone has been disrupted by any stretch. Hulk, you guys want Hulk? Well, someone wants Hulk. So I don't know how to say your name, man. But anyway, so things have been going good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and do a Hulk drawing then, or Dalsim. It's kind of hard for me to draw. I don't know how to draw him very well. I guess I could look up some Skyver. Oh, I said a sketch, not a illustration. Let me see. I've been Jaii Skywalker. Is that what that's supposed to read there? Yeah, Walker, I guess so. Do what you want. Looking forward to see you work. Oh, cool, man. Cool. I kind of want to. I'll tell you, want to draw. I kind of feel like drawing like the Punisher. Maybe that's something cool to do. I've been enjoying him as a character as of late, and I didn't really pay attention to him much when I was a kid, but definitely paying attention to him now. And gearing up for the fall season, all the new shows coming out. Can you guys see the blue? You can't see the blue, I bet, right? You can't see the blue. Let me switch tools here, guys. Let me switch tools. I've been kind of going back to using some of the traditional pencil stuff. I had the chance to go to LA last week. I was traveling, and I had a great great time out there. I got a chance to meet Sam Liu at Warner Brothers Studios, the Warner Brothers Ranch, along with Chris Copeland, my man, and some others. Phil Barassa was amazing, and Justin Copeland, another one of my folks now. I'm gonna try this trick here with this. This is another thing I came up with recently, or I learned from some other artists like Ken Lashley and stuff like that. I like to use a lot of. He uses a lot of this kind of stuff. I'm gonna give it a spin here with you guys. And I also got a chance to visit the DC offices, which was really great. So yeah, overall, some really cool stuff, and so that kind of gives you some hints as to kind of the stuff I'm working on. Hopefully newer opportunities will come up from all that, and we can keep rocking and rolling. All right, so I'm going to basically sketch out my overall idea here in Cool Grade 20 Prismacolor marker. Let's see here. Maybe he's got something going on like this. This is a cool way because when this dries, it dries a little darker, but it kind of fades a little bit. So it's a neat other layer of you can see all that. Another layer of spunk, I guess, on the illustration, on the drawing. Guyver. I gotta draw. I love to draw Guyver sometime. Just not this time. So I do gotta get back to work. So again, man, I'm sorry I left you guys flat for a while. Just been kind of doing my thing. Put a lot of energy into some new stuff. Looking forward to having some of those conversations and just talk about more of what I'm doing as we move along. A lot of NDA stuff, which is interesting. Well, that reminds me, I gotta send out an invoice. Anyway. Alright. So I'm just gonna kind of fuddle with this here and right. So there you go, there's your basic skeleton. I'm just gonna do a quick drawing. I'm wondering if I should go to my 7mm or my 5. Probably I like working in 7, it's pretty fun. So yeah, I'm using a traditional pencil now, or for this at least. It's just like I said, it's been a while, and that I even use this. I usually use the color stuff, but I'm growing in an appreciation, a new appreciation for traditional graphite, and not sure. On the downsides, I can't see it very well against the gray, but oh well. That's what you get for experimenting. All right. So anyway, I'm drawing Frank Castle. So if you have any questions you want to ask me, like I said, I'm here for now for a little while, so drop me a line real quick and let's see what's going on. I take my Cintiq over graphite any day of the week. You go, Skywalker. I can't afford a Cintiq. But I'm thinking about buying that Yanova deal. I heard good things about it. It's more affordable. Let's see here. Yeah, I needed to take this break. I've been working a lot, guys. I've been staying up very late. I seem to have developed some level of insomnia. When can you share what you've been working on? Oh, what's up, Scott? Can't right now, dude. What? Dude, you're banking it now. I'm banking it? How do you know I'm banking it? I'm definitely not banking it. Yeah, it's a lot of misconceptions about this universe. Kickstarter for what? To get a Cintiq? I guess I could. I guess so, right? Can you do this? Is it ethical to do a Kickstarter for something like that? Is that how that works? Is that more like a? Is that more like a? Well, as you guys know, I've been working on. I've been working on the Harley Quinn Power Girl stuff, and it's okay. GoFundMe. That's it. How do I do that? Can anybody do that? Like, isn't that kind of a weird thing? I gotta be honest with you guys. I hate this marker on paper. Let's start over. Let's just go with pencil. So I'm gonna need someone to help me. Tony, if you're gonna help me with, can you help me with the whole thing? GoFundMe. I'd like to try that. Start over. What's your process from sketching to inking to coloring? What is my process? Kind of what it is right now. I'm just draw, sketch. I usually use a color pencil though. That's the only downside. I prefer. You know what? I'm gonna switch back. Hold on a second, because this is driving me crazy. I can't seem to enjoy drawing at all. Let me get my. I think I was using just the blue was just too light that I was using. This is my indigo blue color pencil. Can you guys see that now? I think you can. Yeah, that's good. We'll live with that because that feels much better. Isn't that crazy how like a particular tool will make you feel at ease or not? So being my process is draw. I use these pencils here. Primarily, I like to work. I've been doing a lot of stuff digitally. My Power Girl, Harley Quinn Power Girl stuff has been digital so far, which is cool because if I need to make adjustments or changes, I can. I was on an R&D trip. I'm sorry. That's unfortunate. I mean, I just was clearing the page, that's all. Does it make you uneasy? Does it make you upset? I'm sorry. Erasers don't make me upset, though. So, yeah, I went to Las Vegas last week, and I did not enjoy that trip. I cannot stand that city. Methods of anatomy faces, do you prefer or can you suggest Riley method, etc.? I'm not familiar with the Riley method, but everything I learned from anything significant that I've learned from animation, and watching people build their illustrations. I don't have problem. Yeah, really busy city. I don't have a problem erasing with these pencils because these are Kohl Erase, Prismacolor Kohl Erase, and they are erasable color pencils. You might want to invest. The color assortment is not as vast as I've seen, but as some other pencils. But this is still, it has at least a good starter set, and you can get enough colors to do most things. But anyway, how was LA? LA was fantastic and brutal at the same time. That is a gigantic city, and the traffic is so rough. And it's true what they say about it. The only problem is, it could be good. It's just I had a heck of a time getting out of just downtown where my hotel was. My hotel was right across the street from the Staples Center, and it was disgusting because they're great to start with sketching with. Yes, they are. Ever since I started using the color erase, I don't use traditional pencil anymore. Haha, they're very nice. So yeah, getting in and out of downtown LA, it's like a 30-minute jaunt every time. No, New York City's different. New York is actually, it's funny. as diverse as New York can be, it's not that diverse compared to LA. LA is really a unique experience. That's a true melting pot there, man. I ain't gonna lie. And I grew up in the Bronx, but LA beats New York City in that in the sense that culturally there's so much diversity. I've never been to Chicago. I'm looking forward to it. I'm thinking about going to doing C2E2 next year, so I may be there. I just got to figure out where I'm going to stay, accommodations and such. There's some gentrification going on, but LA is stuck in 1984. Maybe, but but a lot of what I was experiencing there was cool, like this, the cultural diversity, and just being, the kinds of people you meet. But and then from from area to area, there was parts of that oh, thanks, man. Thank you, Bernie. There were parts of hey, that's right. Where are you? Where are you, Joey? Are you in Chicago? I didn't know that. Cool, man. Thanks for hanging out, by the way. Just from area to area, there was parts of LA that reminded me of the Bronx. There were parts of LA that remind me of Tampa. There were parts of LA that remind me of Clearwater, Florida, which is a beach town over in Santa Monica. There were parts of then there's a uniquely LA vibe that just the LA has, the Hollywood area. There's just a whole other level, and then downtown LA is really turning into like a okay, cool. Right on, Joey. Iowa, really? Iowa? But there's parts of downtown, man. They look like, while I was there, it was just like New York City for a while. But then again, it was because there was a concert there at the Staples Center with Taylor Swift. Go figure. I did not attend, by the way. Then there was I had a great time. Like I said, I went to DC offices. It was fun. I got to meet the editors I'm working with, and I hung out with my buddy that works there. And then I got to hang out the last night I was there. I was only there for a couple nights. I went to a place called Casey's Irish Pub, where I got to hang out with who do you call it? With the guys from the Drink and Draw in LA. Oh man, that was legendary. I was there with all kinds of great people. I got to hang out with Dan Panosian, goes by Urban Barbarian. He was great, and just some really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. All right, how's this Punisher working for you guys so far? He's jacked. This guy's huge. Frank has been working out a lot. He has to work out, for crying out loud. But he has to stay limber, I guess. Let me get my eraser. I don't like that neck. All right, so anyway. I'm throwing some pupils here. Do you ever go to any drink and draws here? I was just talking to Mike about that. I'm thinking about starting there is a drink and draw that happens here in Tampa, but it's a weird one. They always go to these restaurants where you can't draw, and it drives me crazy. I'd rather go to a real pub, where you can get a group of guys and chill, but it's hard to find that. So I'm going to try to work on it too. I was supposed to work something out with I think Bart Sears wanted to try to do something here, but it has been difficult to try to organize that kind of thing. The eyes always make it come to life. Oh, well, good. Full point. That's the whole point. No, the point of drink and draw is to go drink and draw, not to get stuck in a place where there's no room. It's always too loud. We can never sit down and enjoy and talk to each other because I can't hear anybody. And then there's only enough room when everybody's trying to eat at the same time. I'm like, well, if y'all can't eat, y'all should have ate when y'all left. This is a place to drink. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like maybe that's missing. So I know I talked to a couple of guys in Orlando when we were at TampaCon about starting something, and I'm really committed to that. I'm actually going to be in Orlando later this month in September for Batman Day at a comic shop over in Kissimmee. So I don't know if anybody's going to be in the area. He could come see me there. But yeah, so definitely fun stuff. Someone is procrastinating on them hands. No, I'm not. I just like to draw what I draw, man. Um, I'll get to it when I get to it. That's how I roll. So, what do you call it? Let me see. Let me see. We'll be. I'm sure we'll be there. No, I'll catch you in New York. Are you going to New York? That's awesome. Ketchup in the house. What's up, Ketchup? Oh, what's up, girl? So good to see you or hear from you there. So yeah. So I definitely am have that going on in Kissimmee. Oh, you got your ticket? Cool. Oh, for the plane? That's what I'm missing. Tara's supposed to help me with that, and I'm getting a little nervous. I don't feel like spending $400 on a plane flight. But oh, I miss you too, girl. I miss you too. Oh, the tickets to the con. Oh, I haven't. I haven't received my passes yet. But last time they didn't have them in the mail. They sent them. I think I had to pick them up at the show. In fact, I'm very sure that I think it's about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, see, we've been procrastinating on that. If any procrastinating is on my plane fare, that's getting me crazy. I hate waiting because that's always a sucker move on my part to not get that out of the way. But I finally got some funds together to take care of that. So anyway, so yeah, here we go. This is kind of cool. This is a Jack Punisher. He's like, yeah, he's been working out, getting ready to take down the Cuban mob in Tampa. Let's see what's going. He's taking down Tony Montana. He's gonna have the skull on his chest. All right, he's got the skull. Let's see here. Bam, bam, bam. Gotta jump. Thanks for sharing. See ya on IG. All right, thanks, Skywalker. Joins me all together so quickly. Oh, thank you, Tony. I hope that's a good thing. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna give him a little bit of a neck thing here. Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, so now I've drawn in most of my general stuff with let's take it as me all day sometimes. No pistolas is a good thing, your master. You did any art drops today? What do you mean art drop? What's an art drop? I enjoyed tonight, but my hand said nope, so enjoying some whiskey. Really? So, you know what? My hand ain't working. Let's have whiskey. That's cool. I'm a whiskey man myself. I've become one. Lord knows. Pistolas. I'm not sure if I want to draw the pistolas in there. That's an extra level of drawing. Like I said, that removes me from the sketch opportunity. This is not quite the way I like to draw Frank Castle. Let me see if I can give him some more shape. I like that. So yeah, LA was great. I had a good time. I drove by myself. I got lost a lot though. And on the first day I got lost because my phone died and my GPS, it took me so long and it wasn't working right. And it was eating up my battery, something fierce. So I was out there trying to figure out where I was at, and I finally found my way to Burbank and for a lunch meeting over there with those guys, and it was just ridiculous. I am a damn fool. I just some people put mystery art in envelopes, places for people to find public locations. I haven't done that yet. I've been meaning to do that. I would love to do that. I'm in Tampa all the time, and doesn't seem as exciting for everybody else. Anybody here from Tampa? Anybody? And if you are, would you make the effort to find the artwork? I don't know. Do people care about my work that way? Not sure. Is it worth their time and their effort? Close enough? You're not going to come all the way over here to find artwork hidden somewhere. Sweden. Dude, you're not coming over here either, are you? Well, thanks for coming by, Sweden. I appreciate that. Let's do some kind of today. My campus made me kind of nervous. Haha. You freaking love Tampa. Word up. I would. I would if I lived in Tampa. Oh, there you go. I guess it could work. All right. Um, so my Punisher, he is a little large. I'm gonna try to see if I can thin him out a little bit, just so I can make make more sense to me in my mind. This doesn't make much sense to me to be that big. Oh, what's up, the Bronx, the BX? Yeah, man, I'm excited about the New York trip too. Like the master, he's got to work out, right? Rice, he's got to work out. He's got to be tip top shape. We can hang and we can both do our job. Are you in Orlando now? It's classic fish to punish. Oh, really? No kidding. Yeah, I grew up over on 174th and 175th in Grand Concourse. And I try to visit whenever I go, but I have friends who are waiting for me to... Oh, that's right. You are working at Disney. Very well, very good. So how's that going? Is it going good? Injected some synthol. It has to be big, or at least to me it does. Yeah. He's got to be a big guy because he's not super powered, right? So he has to work out. That's my theory behind Batman. Yeah, we got to catch up, girl. Catch up. Ha ha ha. All right, so this is kind of cool. And because I haven't drawn anything below his hips there, I'm thinking he's in the water. Is that copping out? Am I copping out? I think I am copping out. Let's try something else. Let's give him that like he's trudging along. He just put some dudes on blast. He's now hanging out, making it to the sewers. So maybe he's walking. Yes, Scott. I don't know if you're still there. Well, right on. Scott, if you're still, I got to talk to you about some of the stuff that's going on. It's pretty cool stuff. He probably left already. You too, Banky. I got to talk to you about that stuff too. All right, so that's him so far. He's trudging along. He's either in snow or he's walking through the sewer or something. Oh, right on, Mexico. What's up? Oh, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. We just started connecting recently, if I understand correctly. What's up? Yes, always love a good comment. What's up, Elliot? What's up? I don't know. This is kind of like classic Punisher. I don't think he needs all that. I think he needs some of those. Put some. I'm gonna save Spider-Man like in Civil War. Yeah, well, hey, there you go. I'm gonna give him the bigger teeth though. On his skull, because I like when the skull has. This is actually not a good drawing of the skull here. Let me adjust. Make a new one, like an anvil looking skull. Thinking bodies on the ground just got done kicking ass. Yeah, that's a cool idea. Let me see. Let's see here. So how you guys doing? You guys doing good? Everybody all right out there in Periscope world? I feel like I've been out of the country. I am thinking about I want to do something different other than what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of I always do TampaCon, I always do MegaCon, I always do good. I'm glad to hear that, you guys. That's awesome. At New York Comic Con, and I've just been thinking about I want to try something different next year. I want to try to expand and go to a different part of the country. I would love to do Emerald City in Seattle. I hear that's a really good show. I hear Toronto is really good. I might do Toronto. And since C2E2's in March, I'm thinking that might be, because MegaCon used to be my March show, my March-April show, or at least May, and it was like my spring show basically. And now MegaCon is going to be in the summer, so I need a good show in the spring. I'm thinking I'm going to make it Chicago. I don't know anything about Chicago. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to stay. I'm completely lost. I heard Phoenix was pretty good. I don't know. I don't know how to judge shows. I don't go to enough of them, so you guys can tell me what's a good one to do, and I'll consider it for sure. Thank you. You were suggesting those were good ideas. WonderCon, but there's a bunch of WonderCons, isn't there? Oh, is that the one in Anaheim? You go to Wizard World Philly. I'll be there with a big smile. Aw, snap! Right on. My cousin lives in Philadelphia. I could probably do Philadelphia easy enough. That sounds like a good idea, actually. He'd probably let me stay. I don't know, maybe you're like, yeah, you don't call me, but now you want to stay in my house. Sure, yeah. What's up? I ain't stupid. All right, so this is kind of a cool drawing. I think it's cool. So let's throw on some ink on it for the love. Let's see. Let me see here. You know what I may do? I might just throw in some tones. Try something a little different. Let me see. Maybe I throw in the tones here now before I ink. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I'm sure he would be cool with me hanging out there. But yeah, Philly sounds cool. I'm also curious about. I haven't done San Diego, but I heard San Diego's not even worth doing unless you just want to attend San Diego, because I hear it's. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I heard that there's so much media there, and guys like me would probably just get drowned out by that whole group. So that's probably not the best show for me, not the best use of my time or my finances. That's for sure. But whatever's happening in Anaheim, I heard is pretty good. And do you ever use brush or Hallmark or a pen? I use brush quite a bit, actually. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing, Banky. I'm hearing that it's not really a good spot for people who are trying to expand their brand at a con. But I hear it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm probably not going to do it anyway. Although I have some friends who want to maybe get together and go, and I might consider that, but I'm not going to put too much energy into it if it doesn't make any sense. So my Frank looks a little like the way I would draw Bruce Wayne. I don't know if that means anything or not. Hurts my street cred or not. I don't know. My favorite Punisher artist, Zek, does it. Yeah, man, Zek. He is my favorite. You know what? He's not my favorite artist, but he's one of my favorites from old school times. I brought my Secret Wars to TampaCon a couple years ago, and for him to sign. He was great. But he was a hero of mine. I learned a lot of drawing from him when I was growing up. Paid a lot of attention to his Secret Wars, and his run on Captain America was awesome. And of course, his Punisher run. All right, I'm going to leave this like this, and I'm going to start killing it with some ink. Some black stuff. Deodato, not totally bought into Deodato. I used to like him a lot when I was younger. Trying to rebuild my art skills at this point. Yeah, right on, man. But you know what? This is a great investment if you want to learn how to ink with a brush again, or get back into the game. These brushes are great. It's a brush pen. It's refillable. It's portable. Although I was watching a video earlier with Jim Lee on YouTube, how he uses that. He uses those bottles of I forgot the brand, but that the ink he throws down with there. Um, See, this is what happens when I get into inking. I kind of lose focus, and I just stay here on the board. So it's hard for me to. If I forget to talk, just somebody shake me. I've been throwing away inks and doing watercolors. I would, but I don't have a good command of watercolor. I've done some stuff in watercolor. You probably haven't seen my stuff. Oh, acrylic black ink. Oof. Only thing I don't like about acrylic black ink or black acrylic is it paint. I don't like that because it's so because it's still plastic, so it won't. If you try to draw on it or whatever else, I would imagine that the acrylic would not allow much to stay on the board or to over. Like I could imagine trying to correct it with white. Yeah, and I'm just, I do like inking anyway. Inking's fun for me. It's very therapeutic. I heard some people are complaining about pencilers who ink their own work. All right, what's up? You show me stuff, girl. I'm all about that. I've had the same set. I've had my koi watercolors set forever. Yeah, I like using this brush a lot. This is my favorite tool. Actually, Pro White works awesome with it. Pro White? Really? Pro White? I guess so, because that is acrylic too, right? Isn't that acrylic? I think it is. Or at least a gouache. Yeah, no, I like the ink. I mean, this particular brand, this is Pentel, the Pentecostal pocket brush. What? Pentecostal. Lucha. I grew up Pentecostal. I mean, the thing is, these things right now, places have been funding more. I missed that whole last comment. Energetic pieces of watercolor. I have to get one. Yeah, this is. I love this tool. It's a great workhorse tool. It has a great range of possibilities beyond just what it is. It's like I can get nice thin lines, I can get bolder lines, but it's a little bit tricky because it doesn't give, if you go too heavy fast, it gives you, it's okay if you want the effect, it gives you like a dry brush look. And that isn't always what you're looking for. So let me see here. Getting down here with my ink. Frank Castle again. Doing his thing. Oh, right on. Chris Gardner Art was the one who turned me onto the acrylic. Okay, I mean, I have to. Let me know the brand or email me or whatever and give me the brand and I'll investigate it. We could talk about it here on one of my Periscopes. Yeah, I feel like I just started doing Periscope. But this is coming out pretty cool. Are you guys getting a good shot at this? Is it looking good to you guys? What I mean is, can you see it? Is the picture clear? That's what I'm trying to get at. Sounds like I'm fishing for compliments. I don't mean to do that. Awesome. Tony, you always hang out with me, girl. You're always chilling with me. Appreciate it. Through thick and thin, right? Zoom in, please. Does that help? Yeah, I don't have a zoom. I'm just kind of I just have my phone set up high enough so I can stay above my artwork and draw. So I had a chance to go to Golden Apple in LA, and I met one of the owners, and when she learned that I was penciling and inking on Power Girl, Harley Quinn, she had me sign the issues that was there. That was pretty fun. That was really fun. So I have some signed work out in LA over at Golden Apple on Melrose. If those of you who are out there, you want to check it out. Dude, you're making me pick up a pencil. Your stuff is awesome. Thanks, man. Thanks. Oh, snap. Right on, right on. I got a little bit of skills. I learned something from banking along the way. See, man, I have to sleep now. I hope you continue periscoping often. I will. I'll try to do my best, man. I apologize. Like I said earlier, I did it for a while. I was always doing it almost every night, but since I started getting more work, I've been having to kind of cut it out and focus on getting to the deadline, because that's the biggest part of anything that I'm working on now. Is just making sure you hit the deadlines and you don't miss them, if you want to keep working on that stuff. And really in anything, because if you were working for me at my day job, I would expect for you to meet your deadlines as well. So anyway, long story short, so I may have to actually finish this up sooner or not finish it now, maybe finish it another time, just so I can. Yes, you did teach me that. What's my day job? Joey, my day job, I am an art director for a licensed sports apparel company here in Tampa. It's a large licensed sports apparel company, but I spend most of my energy, all my energy, on Harley Davidson product. So I work with Harley Davidson stuff. That's where I was at last week. I was at the Harley Davidson show in Las Vegas, Nevada. Not my favorite place in the world, but yeah, whatever. Tired of beating that horse. I'm home. I'm home with my wife and my kids. Very happy to be here. Very excited. Still struggling. I was up to this today. I was still struggling with my jet lag issues. Not to mention, just because trying to meet my deadlines, I've been staying up super late. But that's the cost of business. If you want to get into something like this, you got to do what it takes to get it done. And sometimes that means staying up late. I was talking to a young lady out in LA. With she and her husband at Casey's, and she was commenting on how she hasn't had a chance to she wants to work on her personal project, and she was having a hard time making time for it. I said, well, there's only one way to do it. You just got to do it. Otherwise, you find yourself never accomplishing anything. So sometimes that may mean that, if you want to pay your dues, you got to have to work later and harder. So I'm 42 years old. I'm jamming late as hell on every night. I've been sometimes going to bed at 3, 4 in the morning, then going to work. But overall, it's not too bad. It's all been a blessing. I praise God for it, and I can honestly say I've accomplished one of the goals that I had in my life. I want to be published, and here I am. Go figure. What does that mean? That's the next thing, right? So now I've been published, so what? Who cares? What does that mean for... There's no... Someone suggesting earlier I was banking now because I'm working in comics. It's not like that at all. You have to hustle, you have to work hard, and no one's giving you anything for free. I had this weird fantasy, I guess, that whenever I got into comics, it would be like this. There was gonna be some kind of fireworks or party going on, and completely opposite. No parties. Can you guys see that? Okay. There you go. There's no fireworks. There's no. You get the first work. You're like, yeah, I did it. And then all of a sudden there's a big chirp, like, so what's next? And you gotta hustle, you gotta get the next job. and get the next job. And so ghetto superstar living is what it's called. I suppose so. I suppose so. Um, but I was actually very excited. Because I talked to those guys over in at Warner Brothers. There was a lot of encouragement into getting into animation as well, and that's something I am considering. Besides comics, or instead of comics, so I'm not totally sure about that. 8 sleepless nights and the next job. Yeah, pretty much. Would you ever leave your job? What would it take? Uh, I I have to make I have to make a certain amount of money to match what I make now, at least to some degree, um, before I can leave my job. That's because I have a family. If I was single, and thank you. If I was single, it wouldn't matter as much because only person affected would be me. But I owe everything to my family, and I mean everything. And I love my wife. I love my kids, and that's going to take precedence. So I got to think about whatever decisions I make from here out. This has to be with them in mind. So I can't just, some people I know out here, they just move to California. Like, that's awesome. Except, I have children, and they have to eat. I got to eat, for crying out loud. Thank you. She is great. She's great, great, great. I don't deserve her. I do not deserve her. God only knows. So yeah, there you go. Punisher's kind of coming along. My friend Mr. Castle, he's making his mark on my artboard here. But yeah, so there's some things brewing though, and so that's kind of cool. The other avenue I'm considering is getting into gaming. So I'm having some interesting meetings and conversations with some people to talk about that as a strategy as well. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I do like living in Florida, so it's kind of a catch-22, I suppose. I do love Florida very much. Um, what does Joe Mad do? Joe Mad draws awesome stuff all the time. It's a damn beast. Uh, I like to design characters. But everything has its pros and cons. There's always like this, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get into this new thing. This is what I'm gonna work on. But it's never like what you think. It's never as glorious. You watch the movies or you watch anything, and you think it's all about everyone's moving to Florida. Well, it's a popular place. There's a lot of good stuff going on here. And that's another thing too. We don't have a very well established art scene here, and at least in the Tampa area. And I would like to be someone who helped build it up. So there's something about that I'm kind of thinking. I'm not allowed to leave. Well, right now I know I'm thinking about. There's some people I know. Thank you, Joey. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. There's a couple people I know in Miami that we've been talking about maybe starting some kind of collective after all. And I don't dislike that idea at all. I would like to try that. We just got to see how that works. I can only dedicate so much time to anything these days. My day job and then doing a lot of work at night. That's how I felt about Fort Myers, Cape Coral. I was like, nope, move. Yeah, no, I hear you. But there's a lot of potential here in the Tampa area, in the Orlando, Tampa area. There's a lot more potential. There's a lot more of us out here. And I feel like you look so confident inking, huh? I was thinking I might mess up. I might mess up, but you just got to know how to fix it from there. Dang, maybe when I move to Florida, I have to convince my wife. Don't move to Florida unless you got a job, man. But it is a good economy here, though. It's in general, it's a less expensive economy, and I don't. I love Florida, but there's not a lot of what I want to do. So I'm thinking that maybe I have to be the one to start it. But that's very big talk for for a guy like me who's just too busy. What's up, Kermit? Oh, snap. I haven't talked to you in a minute, dog. How you doing? Oh, man. Yeah, y'all should have seen me getting lost in LA. If I had that thing on like a, what do you call those things? Those oh, right on, man. On those time lapse, yeah, I would have been just peeing yourself. It would have been so funny. Me like an idiot looking for where I was going. And of course, I did not ask anybody. Uh, I didn't ask anybody about how to get anywhere. I just kept jamming because I'm too proud. I'm a man. I'm too proud. What you drawing? Looks like my uncle. Hey, it's your uncle. He's a vigilante with some muscles. It's the Punisher dog. Punisher. Sucks here. I have a good job. I hate it, but it's a good paying. Yeah, I hear you, man. You know, I'm not crazy about my job either, man. And I feel terrible about that because I should be more grateful for what I have. But no buts. No buts. I should be more grateful. I just find myself frustrated so much of the time with people I work with. But you're going to always have that sort of thing. There's always going to be somebody crazy you work with, someone you can't stand, or it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. So the best thing to do is to either make it work or, to your point, move. You know, am I gonna color? Nah. That's why I picked Punisher, because he's just black and white. That's how I like him. If I color him, then I'm working against the whole black and white theme of the Punisher. But the inks are pretty good, right? Things are going well. Change can be very good. I just got to be a little wise, more wise about what my choice is at this point in my life. Money is not the path to happiness, but it sure helps. It sure helps. But no, I sometimes I'm frustrated with my job and I complain to my boss and I just become a pain. And I'm tired of being a pain in the arse, if you will. I'm tired of being that guy who's always being the jerk or always got something to say. I don't want to be that guy. But lately, I've just been getting frustrated. I think it might be some of it is just I'm tired. I don't sleep anymore. So, what's up, Rice? I am a Christian. I'm a follower of the Lord Jesus Christ. And sometimes that's hard to do, but it is what I am. Jerkmonger, yes. Are you using to hold your phone? I bought. Think about right on. I bought. What's it called? This is these. It's a gooseneck, something or other. Bought it there. I can't cuss. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm a human being. Sorry to wreck your world. But I bought a gooseneck, Banky. It is what it is. It's a, I forget the brand name though. It's really good. Yes, I am a sinner. God bless. Same here, Pentecostal as well. Yeah, I'm a recovering Pentecostal. I grew up in that environment, and I'm just going to Actually, I'm going to an interesting church these days in Tampa. What was I saying though? So the gooseneck, yeah, it's a cool. It has a 24-inch or 28-inch neck on it, like a cable thing, and then what you do is you clip it to your table. It cost me like I think $15 on Amazon. Look up gooseneck. Just look up gooseneck, Banky. Do that first. Let's see here. It's adjustable enough. I mean, the part that holds the phone is it's on a rotating deal, which is pretty cool. And then the actual clamp to the rest of it is like a spring arm that kind of goes around. It goes from where the table's at. So yeah, it's definitely worth the investment. Um, I can send you a link later. I actually learned it from a bunch of people on here. Yeah, it's like a drafting table light, except I mean they have some that have like other kinds of connection things, um, but it's definitely like the one I got was the one that everybody's using. It's gee whiz, what's the name of this thing? Anybody know what it's called? The main gooseneck that everybody's using on Periscope. I forget. It has a name somewhere on here. I'll look it up later. Anyway, let me see here. No, I take my relationship with God very seriously, but I just but I've also learned that it's not about perfection, and I learned that a long time ago. It's not about the perfection in your life; it's about the direction in your life. Cool little rhyming thing there, but I actually believe that it's true, um, and I think that I don't my life doesn't always match my Savior, but he is he it only proves that I need him still. So I'm happy to proclaim that as well. But yeah, I go a little deep sometimes, maybe too deep. Yeah, that shadow under the arm, that definition. Is it funny? You don't like it? Is it wrong? Probably wrong. It's okay though. We'll get over it. We'll move on one day. Oh no. Let me see here. Bam. Like I watched. You guys know who Steve Mannion is? Give me a hug. Shut up, Kermit. You guys know Steve Mannion is a he works on a book called Fearless Dawn. It's a great book, but he's kind of like he draws like the way you probably yes, he does forgive. I'm grateful for that. Check out Steve Mannion's work. He does like a weird like looks like somebody was drawing in there. No, Fearless Dawn, but he draws like a what do you call it? It looks like somebody that used to draw and stuff in their textbooks in high school, but good. Like he like almost like a punk vibe to his work. Really cool. Really cool. But when he posts on YouTube, I seen him do his videos, or whatever, and he starts to like he sings while he draws those. Oh yeah, here's this one line here. Boop, 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 boop. I'm like, that's funny. What a weird guy. I like it. He's a great artist. One of my favorites currently. So Punisher has been he's been hanging out in the sewers. He's making his way up out of the sewage, and yeah, I like some of this. Bam, bam. What, Frank Castle? I don't know what kind of Punisher skull that is. If you're the Punisher, do you spend all your time making your shirts, or do you buy them? And if you buy them, does that determine the kind of skull you have? Like maybe this guy bought it in L.A. Maybe this is a Mayan looking skull or something from an Indiana Jones movie. Kermit, you, you're an idiot. You crack me up though. I ain't gonna lie. As you were talking about Steve Mannion, Mannion. He's really great. He's up in New York somewhere. Super cool, humble dude, and you could tell, man, that guy came up rough, man. He's like, I wouldn't want to mess with him. He the kind of guy that would eat your face before he punches you. I can't trust a guy who eats your face first. Yeah, right on, man. Superheroes must have tailors. Right? You know? That's what I'm talking about. Someone's asking me about making mistakes. Like right there, I like doing these kinds of like blops of ink. That's how I really approach most of my stuff. I like that organic look, and you can't always plan for it, so you kind of have to trust the tool to produce the mark that you think is going to make, and then let it be what it is. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Scrims and scrims and scrims, scrims. Let it be. All right, so I'm excited about this arm. This shoulder's looking a little funky. So the trick is to take your mistakes and turn them into art. Build it. That's where the spontaneity comes from. You start to, like, if I was to draw this super tight and then the inker came and started to ink over my stuff and all he did was trace it, then that's not spontaneous. I like artists that are super clean like that at times, but I prefer the guys that have something a little more, a little more, fun. It's a little more, you have to kind of, you have to trust the tool, and you kind of make mistakes along the way, but you kind of make them work for you. And yeah, I call it tracing. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people would be offended by that, but I don't care, because you can't tell me nothing. I ink my own stuff, and I like inking my own stuff because I'm enjoying the process as I ink my own work. I will say though that sometimes whenever I ink someone else's work, I've had that opportunity, it always feels weird. I feel like I have to trace over their stuff. I don't know if that's a problem or not, but I don't like that. I prefer to just let the work be what it is. What's got lag? There's no lag in traditional art. Supercuts, man, you didn't know? Fantastic Sam's, remember that? Fantastic Sam's? Yeah, it's looking pretty cool. It's looking pretty beast. Looking pretty beast. Let me adjust this a little bit. All right, all right, all right. All right. Connection did? Not on my end, girl. I'm drawing. I'm still working. I do work. So you see this brush. I'm using it's what do you call it? This is vellum finish on my board. I prefer vellum to smooth surface, only because I like that. Again, I like the grit of the art when I'm doing it on this board. However, it wears off my tools a lot more. It beats up my brushes more, beats up my pens a lot more. But I like using it. I prefer it over when I draw and when I ink. I like that look, that gritty texture. The downside to working digital, I don't get any real texture in the digital stuff. All right, let's see if I can do some hand stuff. No, I don't like it smooth. That's what I was trying to say. I like the grit. I like the energon. Decepticons. I need more energon. Let's see. That was random, but that's okay. I like Transformers. I want to thank you guys for the hearts too, man. It was really cool of you guys. Really cool of you guys. Punisher's a pretty popular character. It's funny. I'm kind of rediscovering him as I get older now, but I'm always impressed at how many people love this guy. and I guess he's Marvel's version of Batman, I suppose. He's the anti-hero, the rebel. He's got a little bit of Wolverine in him, got a little bit of Batman. You're in a heart strike, bro? Oh, why, man? Why, man? Give me some love. Throw me some love, dog. Throw me some love. Just kidding, man. Just kidding. The Punisher is not like Batman. He absolutely is like Batman. What are you talking about? He is just like Batman. He's got gadgets. He's got weapons. Batman's a super ninja, but he's a cheater. Bad as normal guy. Yes. Yes. Yeah, bad as normal guy kicking ass. Right on. Let's see here. He's depowered. Oh, come on. Batman doesn't kill people. Whatever. I'm just saying. He's that kind of character. He's the same type of personality. Not specifically the exact same, but he's a human. He works out. Batman works out. Superman. Here's a problem with Batman, though. Here's a problem with Batman. And my friend Lewis pointed this out to me, and I'm forever grateful for him to do this for me because he ruined Batman forever for me. But don't you think, how did he learn every martial art in the universe? In the universe. He knows every single martial art when some guys take them their whole lifetime to figure out how to be awesome in Kung Fu. This guy did it on a weekend. People try to say, well, he was traveling. Like, man, still, again, people spend their whole lifetime learning Kung Fu. Batman can beat them. That ain't right. He beats aliens. That ain't right. How does he beat aliens? How is it that he dodges? No, Batman cheats. Batman's a super cheater. That's his power. He's a super cheater. That's the only power he's got. He wants to fight Superman, he's got to pull out some kryptonite. Listen, he's my favorite dude in DC, but I'm just saying. He's shameless. All right, so what do you guys think? It's going on pretty cool. Definitely spending more time here than I expected to. I'm just saying. Shit. When he does I don't know about you guys. I'm not really a big fan of those Batman movies I really did not like Superman, Man of Steel. But I hated that movie. Some good moments. Kermit, you always were cracking me up in MegaCon. You were all about he's racist. He's racist. That was, man, I don't know why, but I always find that funny when you say that. But anyway, he doesn't like Spanish people. They don't. Anyway, Black Panther's more like the Punisher. How you figure that? Black Panther. Oh, I don't know about that one, man. He's the king of Wakanda. T'Challa. All he does is I don't know. I saw him on the cartoon, man. He was jumping on like Spider-Man on walls. I guess he could do that, right? Because he has the claws. But he was running on the wall. Like, I don't understand that. No, that's oh, you talking about more like Batman? I guess so. So he's kind of a one-trick pony, though. He only has what does Black Panther do? Does he have a power? I don't think he has a power, does he? Is he just a human guy in a suit? And if that's the case, what's going on at the Avengers? They keep bringing people on that isn't that kind of irresponsible? If I was Captain America, I'd be concerned for the safety of Black Panther because, hey, he goes out there, he got no powers, can't help himself, he gonna die. I don't care what he does. I don't care if he's been running around with cheetahs all his life. That don't mean nothing. All it takes is one blast from, like, whatever. What do you call him? Like the Thinker or something. Then it's game over. How's he going to fight aliens? He has mystic powers from the Panther gods they serve. What are his powers, though? What does he have? I don't know. I love Black Panther as a aesthetic yeah, I never really paid much attention to his powers anyway. He's built like Captain America. So they got two. So he's Captain Wakanda. I don't know, man. I guess so. I'll buy that for $1. What's that reference to? What's that reference for that? What does he have weapons? What weapons does he have? I've never seen him with weapons. Is he another one? Is he only a master of Wakanda Kung Fu? Wakanda Fu? Wakanda Fu? Yes. RoboCop. I'll buy that for $1. That movie. I try watching that movie again. I have a hard time with it. I'm trying to forget that time of my life. Now it looks like he's super strong and what's not, and that's why I reference it to Cap. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so Batman's cool. I love Batman. I love Batman. I don't like the Christian Bale Batman, but I love Batman. Where's Rachel? Where's Rachel? Okay. All right. He's a judo master, like judo chop. Oh no, man! It's a lot of my friends like that movie. I just that I totally get what they were trying to do in that movie. Oof, but it's hard to look at. The '80s movies in general are difficult for me, unless you're spoofing them like in Kung Fury. That just made me laugh a lot. But all right, so Punisher has been kicking the tar heels out of folk. He was on a rampage and he's ended up in the sewers, right? But I'm giving him a little bit of a hairline like me. He's balding. Listen, are you trying to defend Batman again? Let me explain something to you. This guy has mastered every martial art. Bruce Lee only practiced martial arts. Batman is also the world's greatest detective, also a super scientist, also has time to work on his Batmobile. That ain't happening. That guy, that is his superpower. He's super everything. He's the one non-power superhero who actually does have powers. Don't try me. I'm telling you, we've already evaluated this guy. He's a phenom. Black Panther beat the entire Avengers team. Now, how did that happen? And the entire Fantastic Four all at once? Bam! All right, I'm just saying. All right, we got some. Oh my god. Oh, I know. I'm just having fun with it, man. Listen, if anybody understands that's just fun, it's me. But I just think it's great when people get all uppity. Oh, hell no, you did not just talk about Batman like that. That cracks me up. We're a passionate bunch, man. We like our comics. We like our entertainment. Make mine Marvel or DC or whatever. Okay. I think I'm going to wrap this one up soon, guys. I think he beat the Fantastic Four all at once. Has all his money and donates it to people who grow up to hate him. It's true. It's true. Batman's a problem. He's the problem in Gotham City. I like Batman a lot. He's one of my favorite guys of all time. He's rich. I know he's rich. I know he can do anything, but he can't buy time. You can't be a master at every martial art, a complete master. Like there's people that have been practicing. My uncle, every martial art, but not a master. Really? Because he was a part of the League of Assassins. How did he become a League of Assassins guy and also like a samurai guy at the same time? I don't know. That's crazy. People spend their whole lives practicing Bushido, and he's just like, I got this. Was it Thursday? I got it. I'll take care of that. Wait, I have to go to lunch real quick. I'll do that at lunchtime instead. Does he really get beat up though? Batman dodged the Omega beam from What's his name? Darkseid. You can dodge Darkseid, man. You can dodge anything. And then pick and chose the best out of each martial. Yeah, but he still has to have time to do that. He still has to have time to pick it. He can't pick out all the best martial arts and practice them and hone them into a particular fighting style and fix the Batmobile. I'm just saying, it doesn't work that way. And there's nothing you can say to change my mind. I refuse. On this thing, I'm completely unreasonable. But he's not just a great athlete. He's all those things. And where did he go to school to be the greatest detective? Did he go to cop school? Yeah, he is Batman. That's right. It's true. It's true. It's true. He Googled it. He saw it on YouTube. Hey, you bet the old guy from the courthouse almost killed him. Man, I'm saying, I love Batman though. Junior Detective School. Anybody watch Gotham? So I watch Gotham. It's a what do you call those? It's a guilty pleasure because that show is ridiculous. How is it that kid, his parents died, everybody, how is it everybody in Gotham is so evil on that police force? And then this 10-year-old kid is doing more detective work than any detective in that Gotham police department. That's crazy. He's not super smart, right? The Punisher isn't affected by Ghost Rider's pen and stare. He wasn't? Ooh, I didn't know that. He's solving the death. He's the only one. That kid's got to have major problems when he gets older. Major problems. He can't even put on a costume. In fact, that's the problem right there. He puts on his underwear over his pants. Well, not anymore, but he used to. He used to. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I love it. I love it. I love Batman. I don't care if he's crazy. I love it. I love Batman being crazy the way I love Tom Cruise being crazy. It's good. He started detecting since he was a little. Oh, that makes sense about the Punisher. Sorry, that's true. He doesn't feel bad for any of this stuff. He didn't commit a crime. He's just executing justice. Yeah, I don't buy that, man. And what's up with Jada Pinkett and her weird eye? I don't like that. That's weird. Oh yeah. He's so stupid. Punisher regrets nothing. How come the Punisher doesn't talk? See, I kept saying, I said this all along, that the Batman movies would make great Punisher movies. Because Christian Bale's Batman is in it. Listen, man, he can't even. Come on, man. Lucius Fox is the one that did all the detective work, and we all know it. We all know it. Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman can do anything. Morgan Freeman, he's a bad man. If things go bad in this country, and we end up having to fight for our lives, I'm gonna be on Morgan Freeman's side. Him, I'm gonna look for Liam Neeson. I'm gonna look for Denzel Washington, and I'm gonna look for what's his name, John Wick, Keanu Reeves. We're gonna take care of everything. Yeah, I actually liked that movie. Everybody told me it was bad, so I didn't go see it. And then finally, I caught it a couple of months ago or earlier this year, and yeah, he was stupid. Punisher feeds on the blood of his enemies. He's a vampire, which more. I finally watched the Punisher Warzone, and it's a little off characterization, but he's a little crazy, right? Punisher's a little crazy. Man, John Wick. Oh, I love him. I love me some John Wick. All right, let me see. Yeah, John Wick, Liam Neeson. It was funny because I watched John Wick and I watched Equalizer right back to back, and I was cracking up because it's the same movie, just with different characters, and this both fighting the Russian mob. And then, sorry if there's only spoilers alerts there. And then Liam Neeson, all he does is fight people from the Ukraine. I have a bunch of actors huddling in the basement. Yeah, man, those are the most powerful guys. And Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is the last guy. He doesn't fight Russians though. He just fights everybody else. Push. He does, huh? He's got one from Frankfurt, Germany. He's got a snow globe um, from Hawaii, because they don't make snow globes. I guess they would. Little kitschy ideas. All right, there's a Punisher. I think I'm good for now. That's my sketch. Turned into a whole thing. How long have I been out here so far? How long? Doesn't tell me how long I've been here. It goes to build on the weekends. Build build a pair. That's awesome. Let me see here. Has it been about an hour? Okay, that's not too bad. I think I'm faster than that, but I guess I'm not. Probably need to bolden up these lines here since the fist is in front of the body. I want to make sure that this pops more. Could you post this on DeviantArt? Dude, I don't go to DeviantArt anymore. I feel terrible. I grew up on Deviant and I don't go back home no more. Probably not. I don't. Deviant is too hard to get to anymore for me. Like it's not convenient. I'm definitely a sucker for these apps because they make it easy for me to share my work. I have to go into Deviant, got to sign in. I'm so lazy. I'm fat and lazy. That's for sure. Ask Kermit, he knows. Yeah, Deviant's a great site. It's just, I don't know. I used to love going there, but I find that I have more of an impact and influence on people, with people on Instagram and Periscope now. So Deviant lost its luster for me, but NYCC. What the fact that it's kind of and it's not an easy thing to enjoy. Like I must have like 45,000 deviations that I haven't seen, and I don't know, man. I'm just that's tiresome. Makes me wanna sleep. They have an app, or I found one time. All it is just an app that took you to the site. And I thought that's not an app at all. And it used to be a very progressive thing. And there is a lot of junk on Deviant. You have to wade through a bunch of stuff. But there are some great artists on there. I mean, some of the guys that I'm following now, I only follow them because I met them or I discovered them on Deviant. And that has kind of created some interesting relationships for me. All right. So I think that we're good. I'm going to try to block out a little more darkness here around the skull to make it pop a little more. Right on, man. Right on. This is the Elliot Show. Jerkmonger presents. That was a cool time. That was a cool thing though at LA when I got to go onto the main lot. I saw the water tower, and all I could think of, literally the first thing that came to my mind was the Animaniacs. How ridiculous is that? But that's what I remember, the water tower and Animaniacs. All right, so this is a big one. This is 11 by 14. I don't usually keep something like this for for much. I think I might give this one away if I can, or we'll see. But someone has to pick it up for me here. I ain't shipping that no more. I owe people art still. I gotta ship that stuff out. And lately, I need to get I need an assistant. I need an assistant. Someone that helps keep me squared away. If I got something to ship out, they can help me ship it out. All right, Tony. If it's here, I'll hook you up. Let's see here. Bing, 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 bing. Let's see. Kermit, you're so stupid. Oh my gosh. All right, folks. I think that's it. What did I miss? What did I miss? Kermit, you should write Deadpool. Oh my gosh. Well, he's in the sewer. That could be true. All right, I'll tell you what makes it official. This right here. Ready? Da 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 da. All right. That'll be it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me see if I can get a little closer for you guys. Just some of you might want to see more detail. A little something, something over here. Some cool stuff. It's like a motion comic now. All right, guys. Thanks so much for everything. Thanks for listening to me. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Those of you who stuck it through the whole time, I appreciate that. I know it's challenging these days to commit any time like that to anything, so I do appreciate it. And we'll talk soon, everybody, and be kind to each other. And peace out. Later.